Anyone who can pick up a trowel or a hammer can get work, and that's left the foundations of this boom looking decidedly shaky. The experts say there are two main reasons these cowboys have moved in. A big demand as people try to get work done before the GST lifts prices, and a shortage of skilled tradesmen because many have been lured away to projects like the Olympics. The results can be heartbreaking, as Alex Tarney reports.
It's just been absolutely unbearable, the pressure. The financial pressure is enormous. We've got 5 children and we both have to work to continue to pay all these bills and things to just keep the job going, and it really is like a living nightmare.
It would be by far one of the most extreme cases.
We want the system to be reviewed so that people in our situation don't experience this again.
Rosemary and Shane Barry were trying to get ahead. To afford the dream family home they'd just bought, they decided to subdivide their block and borrow some more money to build 2 townhouses, a move they thought would eventually help them pay off their home's mortgage. So they appointed builders Janine and Rod Phillips from New Horizon Property Group.
It was important that there wasn't going to be any delays and that these people were experienced. We weren't getting cowboys.
6 months later, their investment is a disaster.
So what are the major things wrong with the place?
Well, I suppose the first thing that hits you when you walk in the room is the fireplace. And these were to be open fireplaces.
And there's no flue.
Well, there's no chimney and there's
capacity for a chimney whatsoever.
Here's an example of the lack of ties in the brick. If I push that, you can clearly hear the movement.
The window frames aren't, these just aren't attached in any point.
Just to gain the quality of workmanship, if you look at the lintel above the frame of the window and the door, there's quite obviously a huge gap.
And they said that was a finished job.
Absolutely.
Building started in March 1998. 13 months later, the Barrys ended the contract with New Horizon Property Group at lock-up stage. Stephen Kosa from the Archie Centre came out to inspect the properties and compiled a list of 113 things that were wrong.
The work is dangerous and the majority of the work will have to be either pulled down and redone again.
So New Horizons were master builders?
Yes, they were a Master Builders Association. And I don't know what the significance of that is either. I mean, I don't know what they do, but they seem to advertise a lot, but what's their role?
The Barrys feel the system has let them down, as they had all the safety nets in place. They had permits, insurance, they'd even used an MBAV contract and a master builder. Today Tonight approached the Master Builders Association for a comment, but they refused to speak to us.
All I can suggest to anyone who's going out there to sign a contract with the Master Builders Association, have a look at it closely and make sure that your rights are secure.
New Horizon Property Group, who were based in Williamstown, have gone into liquidation, leaving the Barrys waiting on their insurance to fix up the badly botched and now deemed illegal work. We approached Janine Phillips, the senior director behind the company, to ask her if she felt responsible for the mess the Barrys are now in. She would only speak to us behind closed doors.
We'd really like to speak to you personally about the matter.
I don't want to talk personally. I've had the whole business, I've had the whole industry.
But Janine and her husband sent this written statement listing the availability of trades as one of the reasons the job went wrong.
The company experienced significant delays with some 8 bricklaying gangs used on site. Availability of bricklayers is a problem in this industry.
This case is only an example of a serious and growing problem in this state. The Building Control Commission are currently investigating 320 cases.
With the growth we've had, it's put a stress on sub-trades, and especially with the Olympics in Sydney, that's all. They've also tried to pull trades away from Victoria.
Max Croxford from the Building Control Commission says there's a building boom going on at the moment because of the strong economy and fears about the GST. He says this is causing problems on domestic building sites.
I think what happens is, in desperation to get a project done, the builders, take on somebody who may have had limited experience as a carpenter or a bricklayer, whatever, and at the end of the day, the actual problems come out. You know, poor mortar and brickwork, bad frames, construction, that type of thing.
The Barrys are angry that the Building Control Commission has not visited their site or helped them rectify their situation.
We've had no communication back from them, nothing at all, and I think there's quite enough there for them to follow up.
Well, I think it's fair to say that we've had 7 quarters of actual building growth in the state, and that means demands on everybody.
The industry should actually pick up the tabs when a builder is at fault or something has gone totally astray.
The tiling hasn't been finished in the roof.
The system is now holding the Barrys up again as they wait for their insurance company, HIH, formerly FAI, to take action on their claim.
We want to get on with it, we want to finish it. I just don't know why FAI Insurance can't act.
It's been 3.5 months since their claim was lodged, and the townhouses remain unfinished, rotting in the weather. And what's adding to the Barry strain is the $1,000 a week payment on the mortgage they took out to build them. They feel Janine and Rod from New Horizon Property Group have escaped the situation relatively easily.
They've just walked away from it, basically, it seems to us. We've had no contact with them since February and have been told that, well, they're out of it. It's now dealing with the insurance company, and it just seems amazing to me that these people can make this mess and then just walk away.
And HIH Insurance has issued a statement saying that the Barrys' claim is a complex one, but that they are doing all they can to get the building going again.